Hello, lovely people. Today is the 31st of December, the last day of 2022. And I thought as a special treat, I would do a tarot spread for the winter solstice season. So, which in other words is the winter season. So this is a winter solstice a new season tarot spread, and it's from Emerald Lotus. So I just thought this would be a really interesting way to start the new year. Okay, so what we'll do is I'm going to tell you which cards are which. So this is card number 1, and I'm going to open them up all together. So this is card number 1, and it's the 7 of Pentacles, and this card represents the new season as a whole. And then we go to card number 2, which is this card, and this card represents your love life. Wow, Queen of Wands, what a great card to get. And then we have card number 3, and this is this card represents your finances for this season. So here we have the 7 of Cups, which is interesting. Now we have two sevens. And let's see what comes next. Then we have card number 4. And this, Justice. Okay, so card number 4, the question with this card would be, what will hinder me this season? And then card number 5 is 6 of Wands, and this card, the question here is, what will flourish this season? And then the last card, card number 6, is the 9 of Pentacles, and this card represents your personal growth for this season. So what a lovely bunch of cards. Right, so let's start with card number 1, which is the 7 of Pentacles. Now, the number 7s, they symbolize a realization that a new approach is required to achieve goals. And when this 7 is a pentacle card, it indicates a preference for reflection on your career goals. So both of these 7s do represent reflection. So here we're looking at being a pentacle card, it's reflection on your career goals. So it's saying that there is financially stability, which is allowing you a space for planning for longer term strategies for success. So this is not a time to give up on financial and career plans, but it's basically less effort is required. So it is a time for reflection and consideration for new possibilities. So that's a lovely card to get now. So the Pentacles' nature is to become basically to become comfortable with what you already have. Maybe it's a time to invest prudently. And I stress prudently because Pentacles are prudent people, and or enhance your skills through some kind of studying. So this card is telling you to plan for a more rewarding life. Pentacle peoples, they understand that money equals choice. And Pentacles suggests a balance. So there's balance in your health, kind of in fitness, in maintaining a sort of physical well-being, and and having the resources to be able to put away for any sort of increased health costs. So intriguing, really, to get this card. You can see where he's watching his investments grow. So it is a it's a lovely card to get for in terms as a representing the season as a whole. It's saying, you know, just take a step back, have a look at what you're doing, and have a look at what's happening, and watch everything growing here, and prepare. This is a good time for preparing. Okay, now if we'll move on now to the next card, which is the card that that represents your love life. And here we have the Queen of Wands. Excuse me. Now, this is one of my favorite cards in the whole of the deck. I absolutely love the Queen of Wands, because I think the Queen of Wands is somebody that we all aspire to be. We all want to be this person where, you know, I mean, just look at her. She looks so confident and vibrant. And so the Queen of Wands represents enthusiasm, intuition, warmth, and she's a very forthright character. There's lots of inner strength and courage. She has lots of inner strength and courage to face life. And she's passionate and independent and outspoken. She enjoys a challenge. So this particular Queen of Wands, she loves a challenge because she's an achiever. And this queen does not have the patience to hang about. So if she's interested in someone, she will get in touch with them. If she's interested in a guy, she's not going to wait for him to get in touch with her. She's going to find his phone number and she's going to give him a call. And if he's interested, great. If he's not, do you know what? That's fine too. Because she would rather know if he's interested or not. You know, she's got too many other things to be getting on with without sort of sitting beside the phone going, oh, I wonder, is he going to ring me, you know? And no, this is not our queen. This is not the Queen of Wands. So if the guy she's interested in, you know, if he's not interested, then she'll just push away towards the next opportunity without any sort of regret. She's a very active, goal-orientated person, and she's very passionate about life. She's a motivator, and she has an eye for potential. So this queen is somebody that will encourage you to stop worrying about what other people think, because she has learned to be comfortable with herself. She wasn't born like that. No, she has learned the hard way that to be okay with herself, to be comfortable with herself. And because of that, like, she just doesn't care what other people think about her. And what a way to be. I mean, how many of us aspire to be that person, to be, you know, to be that comfortable in our own skin that we don't worry about other people. So I love this card. I love that this card represents your love life. Oh, it's just fabulous. So the next card on this is card number 3, and we go down to the 7 of Cups. Now we're looking at sevens again. We're looking at reflection here, and so because the cards are cups, where this card represents an emotional and spiritual need to persevere, you know, with your search for meaning and purpose of life. So interestingly enough, this card represents your finances, and I find that I love that this card represents your finances. That it's not your typical Pentacles card, because, you know, if you look at the 7 of Pentacles, this could be talking all about your finances, but this is the card that's referring to your finances, and it's referring to your career and your financial prospects, with, you know, putting an emotional and spiritual need first. And it's saying to persevere with this search for meaning and purpose to life. So this card is telling you to look within to find out who you are. So again, reflection. And it's about mentally exploring for a much more, say, suitable career, for emotional satisfaction. So this particular 7 represents an inner search for fulfillment. And it sort of, the reflection would be kind of on, with regards to unresolved matters that make up who you are. So it would be possibly like the sort of expectations of your parents that maybe they had of you, or your family or friends, or even the opinions of others that have helped to shape your self-perception. And what this card is doing, it's inviting you to resolve these issues, to search for this career that will give you emotional and spiritual satisfaction. And it's because it's a 7, it's saying that there's already the stability and support there from your home environment, and you have the ability to establish and maintain financial and material wealth for a stable life. So this card is really inviting you to go within and create the life that it is you want. This is a time to acknowledge an intense desire that you have for a meaningful occupation, because work without any deeper significance usually only satisfies financial or ego needs. So these are much lower needs. And you need to have a sense of purpose. You need to have something more meaningful than just a paycheck. And clearly we all know how important a paycheck is. But if your paycheck has no purpose other than being a paycheck, then there's going to be something really big missing from your life. So this card is also indicating that there are additional levels of satisfaction. So maybe kind of recognizing how a routine task that you do benefits others, or a particular service that you provide is beneficial to others. So this card is really inviting you to do what you love. And it's saying that you have the stability of your home environment and your family to search for that, to go after that. And this queen here is saying, go for it. So we then look at card number 4, and this is card number 4, which is justice. Now, justice represents an awareness that personal decisions and actions have consequences. And it's sort of like it's saying that your current circumstances may be the result of poor choices in the past. So the question on this card is, what will hinder me this season? So it's saying that your current circumstances may be the result of poor choices in the past. And you need to, this card is reminding you that you need to realize that you have choices. So the Justice card can also describe legalities. It may be the signing of documents or negotiations. And it may be that someone or you is taking responsibility for your personal circumstances, but it's certainly inviting you to do that, to take that responsibility. So you might, with this card, you might want to ask yourself, like, do you have an urge to blame others? Or do you feel like life is so unfair? Are you constantly comparing yourself against others? There's just no point in doing that, because we're all at different stages of our lives, and we all have different paths. So really, this whole idea of comparing, it's such a waste of energy. And so this card is also saying that if you have unresolved arguments and ongoing litigation, then you really do need to resolve those things. And that may mean that you have to let something go. You may have to just, take something that you're not massively happy with, but for the greater good of your life, let it go. And but whatever it is you do, remember that it's a choice that you're making, and that your choices and actions will have consequences. So make sure that those consequences are consequences that you can manage in your life. So I think that's quite an intriguing card to come up, really, for what will hinder you in this particular season. Now this then brings us down to card number 5, and this is this card here, which is the 6 of Wands, and a lovely card to get, really. And this what this card is saying is what the question is: what will flourish this season? And 6s indicate stability, and they also indicate perseverance. So if there is it's that place where a goal has been achieved. It's that space where a goal has been already achieved, but before the next challenge. So you've had all the chaos of the 5s, and now you have this stability of the 6. And this card here, the 6 of Wands, invites you to embrace your talents and to display them. And if it's also, it's very much talking about other people. So if you look closely at this card, there's all of these hands which are, showing that there is a whole community out there, and this girl is not afraid to show herself and to display her talents. Look at the lights coming down on her, and she's reveling in this, and that's fantastic. So this card is saying embrace your talents and display them. It's love yourself fully and love your unique gifts, because your gifts are unique. You are unique. So don't diminish or belittle your talents. That's very much what this card is saying. And it's also saying own what makes you you. If you follow your passion and if you love it, you absolutely won't care what other people think. And that's really important. It's very much about following your inner passion, following your heart. And honestly, I can absolutely tell you that from experience. If you do that, you just won't care what other people think. And this is going back to the Queen of Wands, which is representing a love life. Now, I mean, that love life could be your own. Could be a love life with yourself, really, couldn't it? And but definitely this queen does not care. And so, in my view, this queen has been there. She has learned to love herself. And so if, you need to really, truly believe in yourself, because it's not about what other people think. It is what you truly believe about yourself. So do you feel worthy enough to reveal the true you? Do you? Don't throw yourself under a bus to appease others. Don't talk yourself down to make other people feel okay. I read somewhere that if you become a target, and sometimes people like this will become a target, but that's because other people want to be them. And so if you're a target, it basically means you're relevant. And so you will definitely find supportive people will love you when you're confident. So follow your inner compass. Stop conforming to what other people are telling you should be, or the way you should behave. Raise your standards and stop apologizing. Call attention to your talents and promote yourself. Go for that promotion, because 6 equals successful outcome. Sixes are about fulfilling your goals, but they're also about sharing your victory with those people who have helped you reach that goal. So that goal could be, it could be that you have got yourself a new home. It could be that you've got a new job. It could be that you've reached a goal. Whatever it is, embrace it and celebrate it, because your enthusiasm will inspire others. This is a real yes card. Love this card. Now this then brings us to our final card, which is this card here, the Nine of Pentacles. And this card represents your personal growth for this winter season. Now this card represents a period, another different kind of period of reflection, a little bit different from the sevens here, because the nines are about reflection before a final commitment to a goal or a purpose. And 9 is where you're near completion, so you haven't completely got there yet, but you're just about to. And it's that your past efforts have been fruitful, allowing this time, this space to consider new paths and possibilities. It's pretty much an unhurried time, because we're looking again at Pentacles. And Pentacles, they think in a very deliberate and methodical way. So as you can see here, you know, this lady here is looking very happy with herself. And that's because this card symbolizes financial and material success. It highlights a comfortable life because of the practical and methodical planning that's gone into it, and because of the discipline and commitment to personal goals. So the Nine of Pentacles is about mastering self-discipline, and it's about, you know, considering the future and securing the future as much as you possibly can. And also because you have reached this place of financial prosperity, it's about sort of maybe considering group projects and goals, i.e. like it might be about a family, or it might be your local community. But and you know, Pentacle people, they like to be outside. They could be gardeners or dog walkers, or they just like they like hiking and walking and swimming. They just love to be outside with nature. Also, this card is pretty much a card of somebody who's self-made, from training and planning, and that they've applied that effort successfully. This card also, it also suggests that you exercise gratitude, because if you slow down and you acknowledge your success, then you will clean your environment of burdensome energy. And if you keep a sense of abundance about you, then that will attract more abundance. It's all this like attracts like. And this card is very much about keeping a sense of abundance, and it's about opening yourself to wealth. So the Nine of Pentacles is always a promise for prosperity, success, and comfort. Now, what a wonderful set of cards to get for this winter season. And I think if we look at the cards here, I mean, the two sevens are contemplating, but they're contemplating in a very quiet, reflective way. And then we have our four girls here, and they're looking really happy with themselves, aren't they? I mean, we're looking at a really positive bunch of cards here. And I, for one, I can absolutely tell you, I'm thrilled to get this to get this reading for the winter, to get this reading for to start off the new year with, as a season. So this reading will really bring you up to spring, to about March, and you know, as I say, there's a lot of reflection going on here. There's a lot of inner reflection, and about being yourself and loving yourself and displaying your talents and being enthusiastic and taking on everything and just being you, celebrating being you. Can I think of a better way of going into the new year? You know, if you celebrate you. Absolutely celebrate you. Fantastic way. We are so much more than we want to give ourselves credit for. So yes, this is 2023 is about celebrating you and owning who you are. So lovely people, this was our reading for our seasonal reading, our first seasonal reading for 2023. And if it resonates with you, do leave me a comment below. You can also subscribe to this channel to be notified for the next reading. And if you would like to know more, you can book a private reading with me. I would really love to hear from you. So you can find my email address in the description of the video below. And on that note, lovely people, I am going to say Happy New Year, and I look forward to talking to you next week, or actually in a couple of days, because I will be talking to you again on Monday with a new reading for that week.